introduce yourself to the jury, please?
My name is Michael Allen Mays.
And can you spell your first and last name for our court report?
It's Michaelmays.
And Mr. Mays, where are you currently employed?
I work for the Knox County Emergency Communications District 911.
All right. And can you tell the jury a little bit about what your role is with 911?
I'm the custodian of records. I keep all the audio files and all the computer files that we have that come into the system.
Okay. Can you explain to the jury a little bit, when someone makes a 911 call, is that call recorded in some way?
All right, pause here. This is foundational courtroom stuff. The witness is establishing chain of custody. Translation: this 911 call isn't just emotional audio. It's legally preserved evidence. If the defense want to challenge this later, they're going to have to poke holes in how it was stored. And right now, that door looks pretty locked.
Yes. As soon as it comes into the 911 center, whether it's non-emergency or the 911, it is recorded. That information is taken by a call processor who takes the information from the caller and then sends it over to dispatch to be dispatched to units in the field.
And then that phone call that is made, is a recording also made of that phone call as it's being made?
Yes.
For years, that matters, because retention policies can kill cases if evidence expires. Jurors, this is a prosecution quietly saying nothing was deleted, nothing was altered, and nothing conveniently disappeared. Question for you watching. Do you think most people realize how long 911 calls actually live on servers?
And is that phone call that's made, is that preserved in some way by the 911 center?
Yes, it is.
Can you tell the jury a little bit about that?
We have servers through our the system that we maintain the recorder through, and so we hold those recordings for a little over 4 years.
For a little over 4 years?
Yes.
All right. So are you familiar with a 911 call that was placed on September 14th of 2019 that's pertinent to the case before this court today?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity to review the CD that I have right here?
Yes.
All right. Can you tell the jury, do you recognize this CD?
Yes, that's the CD. I marked it that I went over it and reviewed it today.
Okay.
That is from our system.
And so is that going to be the CD of the 911 call that's made from Balsam Drive on September 14th of 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
And if we could move this in as the first exhibit and
That be marked in files number 1. Are you introducing the CAD or just the CD? All right, let the CD be number 1.
This is the moment the room shifts. Up until now, it's paperwork in process. What you're about to hear is raw, unfiltered panic. And legally speaking, these calls are powerful because they're made before anyone has time to think, lie, or rehearse. First reactions are often the most honest.
Mr. Mays, when a 911 call recording is preserved, is there a tag or something that indicates the time the call was made or anything like that that happens on the CD as part of your record?
Yes.
Judge, for what it's worth, we're not contesting the authenticity of the 911 call.
But you're not introducing the CAD.
I'm not at this point right now.
Okay, go ahead.
And so is there a little bit of information that starts before you can hear the call?
Yes, it's the timestamp of the call.
Okay. And so in this particular case, was there a timestamp?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I'm going to play it, and if you could explain to the jury when you hear this what the timestamp is.
On Saturday, September 14, 2019, at 8:53 p.m., with a GMT offset of negative 240 minutes, agent ID is extension is 202.
Catch that instruction. Super important. The transcript is just a guide. If the words don't match the sound, the audio wins. That protects against misinterpretation and also reminds jurors, listen with your ears, not your assumptions. Have you ever noticed how differently something feels when you hear it versus read it?
If you explain to the jury what that means.
Okay, that's the time and the date that the call came in to the 911 center. The actual phone call came into the 911 center.
And was the time 8:53 p.m.?
Yes.
And would that be an accurate time as to when this phone call was made?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm going to publish the call in its entirety.
On Saturday, September 14, 2019.
Is this a transcript of the call?
Yes, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, a transcript is being passed out to aid you as you listen to this 911 call. The transcript is merely an aid. The evidence is the call that you actually hear, so if there is a discrepancy between the transcript and what you hear on this recording, the recording controls. Everybody understand that?
Your Honor, for the record, can we make the transcript?
Mark the transcript for ID only is number 2.
At 8:53 p.m. with a GMT offset of negative 240 minutes. Agent ID is extension is 202.
I had an emergency. This dude was just at my house and my fucking daughter just got shot, man. Please hurry. I just followed this awesome drive.
What, she just got shot right now, ma'am?
Yes.
Who did it? The guy that's walking to your door?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Robin.
Robin. Okay, where's your daughter at, ma'am?
She's on the couch. She's on the couch.
Where did he shoot her at, ma'am? Okay. We're on our way. I've already sent it to Robin. We're on our way now. She's laying on the couch.
Oh my God. What do I need to do? What do I need to do?
We're coming, Miss Robin. Let me speak with the ambulance, sir. The guy who did that, his white black or Hispanic?
He's black.
Okay. What was he wearing?
He got a black shirt on.
Okay. Did he say anything when you guys opened the door?
No.
Okay. He just
My
opened.
baby's just laying there, dude. Oh my God. Please come down. Please come
We're
down.
on our way, Miss Robin. Let me speak to the ambulance so they can tell you what to do. We're trying to get some help. Oh, 1 minute for me.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, he was in the car, Miss Robin.
He was in a car. He was in a black light. So I just opened up the door. Hey, Mark, is that address to your emergency? Doctor, dude, awesome job.
This is hard to hear, and it's supposed to be, from a legal standpoint, jurors are weighing credibility under stress. Nobody is calm. Nobody is polished. But that chaos is exactly why these calls hit so hard. Ask yourself, does this sound staged or devastatingly real?
Okay, telephone number 951-8096. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I already have an ambulance on the way there. Tell me exactly what's going on. I had a man that just came to the fucking door, man, and he fucking, I don't know what the hell happened. The door was unlocked, and he came in here, and he fucking shot my daughter, dude, and she's laying here, and she's not fucking breathing, dude. Please come. She's not breathing? No. Okay. Do you want to try to CPR? Please just come on. This is on the light and everything. She is breathing. She is breathing. She is breathing? Yes. Okay, how old is she? She's 5. How old? 5. 5? Yes. Okay. All right. I've got help on the way. They've been on the way since your very first call, okay? Is that her you're crying? No, that's my son. That's your son. Okay. Yes. Okay. They're coming to you as fast as they can, I promise. Okay, you said she is breathing. Is she able to speak to you at all? Is she conscious at all? No. Destiny. Oh my God, I can't believe this shit. Okay, and you have no idea who it was that shot her? No, I didn't know. My poor God. Okay. They're here. They're here now. Okay. All right. Go talk to them. Okay. Bye-bye.
Can you explain to the jury what a CAD is?
That's the name of our computer system. It stands for Computer Aided Dispatch.
Okay, and tell the jury what is the purpose of a computer animated dispatch?
The computer basically takes the call of service and the information that we put into it, sends it to the agencies that are going to be responding. In this case, it was law enforcement, medical, ambulance, and fire for first responder.
This ties everything together. CAD logs, timestamps, duplicate calls. This is a digital paper trail of panic spreading in real time. Multiple calls mean multiple witnesses, multiple clocks, and fewer places for doubt to hide. And legally, consistency across systems is gold.
They all get the information that's put into it by all the agencies that enter information into it, and then we can at any time export that.
Okay. And so when an officer is out on patrol, some of them have computers in their car, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so as somebody is relaying information to 911, is 911 also in contact with getting that information into the computers that the police officers have?
Yes, we send it to their computer, and we also do a verbal announcement.
So let me ask you, do you recognize this document?
Yeah, this is the CAD of the incident in question.
I don't know if we could make this Exhibit 2 or Exhibit 3.
Do you mind?
Okay, and so just so that it's clear for the jury when they get this document, up at the top it's got an event date and an event time. Is that indicative of the date and time of the call that we just heard?
Yes, that's the time that the call processor started entering the stuff into the CAD.
Okay, and it's got a caller name as Robin. Is that information that the 911 caller would have received from the caller?
Yes,
Okay, and then it has the address there as well. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Okay, and then there is a part that says remarks with a bunch of information under that. Is that correct?
Yes,
And would that be just what the operator is typing into the system as she's hearing the 911 call?
yes. Anytime a call processor or dispatcher enters information, it is put in there in the remarks.
Okay. And then whenever you get a little bit further down, it looks like, is this a different call that came in that day?
You talking about right here?
I'm talking about this stuff right here.
Yes, that is a duplicate call.
That's a different call that's happening?
Yes.
Okay. If we could publish this to the jury, Your Honor. Pass it over.
Any questions?
Just briefly, you don't have that CAD report up there in front of you, do you?
No.
That the time on there, if I tell you it was 20:53:54,
Yes.
does that sound right to you?
Yes. That
Okay.
did sound right. Yes.
Didn't expect to see you today. I think you'd be here, but I understand you're traveling. Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further?
Not from this one.
You may step down, Mr. Mays. Thank you for being here. Call your next witness.